Alright guys, so everybody is blowing up my phone asking me what I think about this movie. Sorry, my hair is looking crazy, child. But everybody is blowing up my phone asking me what I think about this movie. I'm playing some Whitney right now. Let's just have a moment. Down 54th Street, so I did 2 and 3. Show up on your party. Okay, anyway, for those of you, I'm gonna post this on Facebook probably, but for those of you who don't know me, like, personally, I'm probably one of the biggest Whitney Houston fans that I know. Like, legit, when Whitney Houston passed away, I was really crying. Thank God my sisters were with me that day. I was really crying, like, if my aunt had passed away. People were writing on my Facebook, you know, like, if that was really my aunt, like, look right there. Can y'all see that? Hold on, wait. That's on my wall every day. Like, this is real. Like, what I'm saying, what I'm about to say is real. Like, I'm watching the Bobby Brown thing right now. Like, this is real life. Like, this is real. But, I will say that, Yaya did a really good job in this movie. Like, I have to give that to her before I say anything. She did very good. I feel like she captured... Is this loud? I don't know if this is loud. I'm not even going to edit this video. I'm just putting it up. I think that Yaya captured Whitney's mannerisms perfectly. I feel like her facial movements, her smile, everything was just Whitney. It was so good. Like, it was kind of scary watching her. I will say that Deborah Cox... Is that her name? Deborah Cox? She, her vocals are really good. It's not as good as Whitney, of course, but she was very well. Her vocals were on point. I couldn't think of anyone else that they could have used for her vocals if they weren't going to use Whitney's. I think those are the only nice things I have to say. The negatives, the wigs that they put on my girl Whitney, I knew she wore wigs because I'm a wiggy myself, but child, them wigs was tired. Y'all did my girl wrong. Them wigs was kind of tired. I think the dresses were amazing. They were so Whitney. Like, she was always gowns and everything. I feel like those were really good. I feel like the sex was a lot. Like, was that PG-13? I feel like the sex was a lot. There was a lot of sex. It was like, sheesh. And I feel like the drug use was a bit much. I get it, and I understand it, but I feel like it was a bit much. I feel like they didn't really have to throw that in there. Maybe once, okay, we get it, but, like, it was a few times where I was just like, that's a lot. I do feel like the movie shouldn't have been named Whitney. I feel like it should have been Whitney and Bobby, a love story or something like that. Like, I feel like calling it Whitney and getting people to watch thinking that it's going to be about Whitney was a little misleading, because it really was just about her meeting Bobby Brown and them coming together and the troubles that they had in their relationship. Which, it wasn't bad. It was not bad, but it was not what I expected it to be. And I feel like, just saying the Whitney and Bobby story would have been sufficient. You still would have gotten views, because this is something that nobody ever really talked about, their relationship, you know? So it was kind of like, it was interesting to see that. I mean, I don't know how much truth there was in that, but it was interesting to see that. But I don't know, I just kind of feel like maybe it could have been done a different way, or maybe, like, I definitely feel like it needed to be longer. Let me just say this. Okay, Whitney Houston was somebody who was bigger than life. Well, at least to me. I don't know how y'all feel about her, but to me, she was somebody that was bigger than life. And you can't make a movie about somebody who's bigger than life in 2 hours. Like, you have to give her the same platform that they made the Jacksons, The American Dream. Now, that's a long-ass movie, and I've watched it like 4 times, and it's literally like 5 hours, but you literally get the whole aspect of, I was about to say Houston's, of the Jacksons' life. Even like the Temptations movie, that's like maybe 3-4 hours, give or take. You get the whole aspect of, oh, my phone's dying. You get the whole aspect of the Temptations, how they started, how they got to where they got, some of them died, some of them did drugs, whatever, whatever, but you got their whole life story. I feel like they left out so many important things in Whitney Houston's life before Bobby and after Bobby. I feel like they should have let her daughter grow up in the movie and kind of see how that may have affected her upbringing and who she became. I feel like they definitely should have depicted Whitney Houston's death in the movie. I mean, I was prepared to cry because I thought they were going to show it, but I think that they should have put her death in the movie like she's deceased. You know, this is a superstar. The screen just went black and I was like, what the fuck? Like, sorry, but I was just like, really? Like, y'all not even gonna, like, I don't know, maybe I was like too like amped up about it, but I thought that maybe they would have like her in a bathtub and somebody closes the door and then that's the end of the movie. Like, I wasn't expecting them to actually show her like dying, but I thought they would make some type of like reference to her dying. But yeah, that's just my views on the movie. I don't know what you guys think, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as the Aaliyah movie, child, thank God. But it wasn't the TLC movie. The TLC movie was good. That was probably like the best TV movie about a celebrity or celebrities that I've seen in a really long time. But it wasn't that bad. It just wasn't what I expected. And I mean, it doesn't really matter. Whitney Houston is still going to be my favorite singer. Nobody's ever going to top Whitney Houston in my life. Period. My first child will be named Whitney. And that's just life. And that's just what it is. But yeah, that's what I thought about the movie. Yeah, so I guess this is addressing everybody that's texting me because my phone is going off the hook right now, child. But anyway, Whitney's going to sing us out. Hell, I could have played Whitney Houston.